When it comes to New York Times coverage of Israel, the purported paper of record has made some interesting hires. There's the reporter who once said she can't bring herself even to look at Israelis, and who admitted that her objectivity got thrown out the window. Then there's the one who, as a student journalist, was an apologist for Hamas and Hezbollah, denying that they are even terror organisations, that they are fundamentalist, and that they have murdered Israeli civilians. There's the one who expressed outrage when Israel took out a Hamas commander after the terrorist organisation fired a rocket barrage toward Israeli civilians, even charging that the Israeli strike amounted to murder. Then there's the one who posted on social media, "How great you are, Hitler." So, it's unfortunately no surprise that shortly after the October 7th massacre, the New York Times decided to hire Bora Erdan to cover the Israel-Hamas conflict. Erdan was a committed anti-Israel activist before joining the Times. In May 2021, after Hamas rocket attacks against Israel triggered a round of fighting, Erdan signed a letter supporting the so-called Palestinian struggle against Israeli colonial rule and its apartheid system. The letter called for a protest at New York City's Museum of Modern Art because it has board members who support Israel. Their problem, it seemed, was Jewish money. At least 4 of the 5 board members named in the letter were Jewish, while the 5th was described as using money that came from her husband, also Jewish. Erdan signed another letter that attacked Israel while celebrating academic censorship. It slammed Cornell University for suggesting, during an anti-Israel lecture, that it would later organise a lecture that presents other viewpoints. It approvingly stated that many academic institutions understand that it is no longer acceptable for them to provide their students and faculty with curricula and lectures that reinforce the white-dominated, settler colonial, patriarchal and heteronormative status quo. In other words, for these activists, non-radical scholarship has no place in education. If Erdan has openly embraced academic censorship, why would she think any differently about journalism? Yet, the New York Times hired this activist to help with its coverage of Israel hardly a week after the October 7th pogrom, while the victims were still being counted. That tells you all you need to know about the New York Times.